Welcome back to Yak Back. We have a great show for you tonight. It is that time of the year again when all your favorites come out to play. First, we'll be talking about Blarney Blowout, the typical UMass party. Then we'll be talking about the Oscars, in which Leo earned his first one ever, as well as other highlights like Best Movie of the Year, Best Director, and so forth. And then finally, we'll be talking a little bit about spring break plans and what we have in store. Stick around, it's going to be a great show before our spring break. This is UMass Yak Back. All right, welcome back for our first segment in which we'll be talking about the UMass Party of the Year, Blarney Blowout. Here to talk about it, we have Molly, Allie, and Bernsey. Now, Blarney is the time of the year where all UMass students come together for a wonderful day of just partying and drinking and
getting arrested.
Partying and getting arrested, of course, yes.
Yeah. Debauchery.
Now, many people have mixed feelings about it from where it started to where it ended up and what they're doing this year specifically. What are the thoughts on Blarney Blowout? Have you experienced it? What are you guys thinking here? It's that time of the year. Got to know what's a heads up.
I feel like we have a lot of varying opinions here because I'm a newbie. I'm a freshman. And then we got senior, junior. So I'm excited to experience it this weekend, but it's going to be kind of hard considering how strict UMass is being about it. I can't really give a proper evaluation on it because I haven't even gone through it yet, but I'm hoping to have a fun weekend.
I didn't know you were a freshman.
Yeah.
We're learning so much today. What a day.
It's a fun weekend. Definitely, they have a free concert set up with, help me out here, Jason Derulo.
Migos.
Don't know who that is. Capital something.
Capital Cities.
Capital City.
Yeah, that one song.
There's only 2 out of 3 members of Migos, though, because one's still in prison, and the other one just got out.
Boy, we really hired top acts
the
here.
creme de la
UMass,
creme.
Yeah.
Mullins Center.
Yeah.
That's the place to be for a free concert.
Yeah, Jason Derulo is like a pretty good name.
No,
though. I feel like
that's
he's like still pretty big. That's
I
cool.
heard that
Jason Derulo.
Yeah.
Is he here? Is that him?
I thought so too.
Yeah,
I was
what?
scared myself.
Yeah, woo.
Yeah, I heard though that last year did they just start doing these concerts last year?
Yeah, so my freshman year and Bernsy's freshman and junior, right? Yes. Yep. Blarney was nuts. That was the last big year for Blarney. That was when there was no concerts and they still let you go out, but they cracked down, and that's when they brought in the SWAT team and they brought in, FBI, CIA, SEAL Team 6. They brought in everyone to stop this Blarney Blowout. That's when it got out of hand, and we got the email sent from Subaswamy saying this was disrespectful and everything, and it wasn't. Blarney was originally started in Amherst to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, as Massachusetts has a very high Irish population. It was started by the bars, and they would open up earlier than usual and just have the 21 pluses come in and drink, and it's a big city event. That is obviously going to spread down to the under 21 college students who also want to party.
Yep.
And it was never really a big issue. They got it together and they maintained it, much like a tailgate for the games.
Yeah.
Cops don't mind if you're drinking as long as it's reasonable. That last year, I don't know what happened, but they cracked down, and now they started doing these concerts. Last year they had Kesha.
It was Kesha. Was it Megan? Ludacris?
Was it really? That's so funny. I wasn't here.
I think it was Ludacris, yeah.
Kesha was like the opener.
It was definitely
too.
Kesha. Yeah.
I think I think Ludacris is
And
great.
it was.
I love Kesha.
Yeah, and I think Ludacris was a headliner, but I heard, from what I've heard this year, people that went last year loved it. They so unexpectedly thought it was great.
I mean, it's going to be a good concert. It's a free concert either way. It's something to do. But I think that's, taking away from what Blarney is. And yes, that's me speaking on behalf of many people that just want a day drink and an excuse to do so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that they're cracking down and being a little too strict. You can't park on campus. Last year they didn't allow you to have guest visits.
Yeah, no guests
That's
this
true.
year I think it's from, is it Thursday to Sunday?
Friday night to Sunday.
Okay.
Friday at 4 or 5.
Okay, so you would have to have someone, I think you would have to have someone either come Friday morning or stay over Thursday night so that they could stay during the weekend technically.
That's the thing. I mean, every college has their day drink.
Yeah.
I know my friends at Bridgewater State in Massachusetts, they have spring spring fling, something like that. And they do the same thing.
Yeah.
My friends at Framingham State do the same thing.
Someone has
elsewhere.
Cinco de Drinko. I don't know
Yeah,
who has that.
most colleges
Someone
do.
does.
Most colleges do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do like darties, so like they go out.
The only reason it brings a bad image to UMass is when the cops show up and they start
Yeah.
breaking up and throwing pepper gas, because then everybody starts thinking, this is what's at UMass, this is what's going on with my
Right.
kids there. Most of the kids that got arrested freshman year were non-UMass students, which I guess is why they don't want guests.
Yeah.
Right.
They have a complete disregard for authority, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's just a bad combination.
It's a bad combination, but I think, personally, my experience with the tailgates, cops walk around, go about their business, we go about our business,
Yeah.
they're just making sure no one's dying. And I think that's what they should do.
That's
Keep
what
it
they need to
contained
be.
and at, say, 4 o'clock, shut it down. That's what they did actually freshman year. They started moving people back towards campus, having this border in the middle of the street kind of backing them up. And you couldn't really get by them, but it wasn't so much aggressive. The aggressiveness already happened. I think
it
they have to
needs
do
to-
that again.
It needs to be like more well contained, and then also more like mutual respect between the students and the
Exactly,
cops.
exactly.
Because I understand the appeal, I understand why people like it, I understand why cops have an issue with it. But I think because it's such this tradition that was like rooted in that whole other story, like I think if there was a bit more control over it, like it could be a good time for everyone.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem because of the fact that with tailgates and homecoming, there's a designated location and there's kind of an event that everyone is expected to be going to, like the game, even though no one ends up going to the games. Sorry, but
It is what it is.
yeah, but
Let
with
Sports Weekly.
yeah, but sorry guys, but with Blarney, it's like the townhouses are kind of like the location that most people go, but it's not really like it moves to the outskirts of campus, so they can't really police it as much. And I just think, and there's no event, so there's no foreseeable end to like the events of the day.
Exactly. I don't know. Bernsey, what are your thoughts on
Yeah,
it? You've experienced several Blarneys.
I mean,
Or
not
been
really.
around for the
right.
time, at least.
I'm anti-Blarney.
Really?
And yeah, like I'm all for having fun and everything, but I didn't know it was this weekend actually. And my friend was just like, "Hey, Blarney's this weekend." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know that." And he's like, "How do you not know that, man?" I'm like, you know what? Don't pull me into it, okay? It's
Don't
great.
drag me into
Don't-
this.
Right,
That
let
would
me
do
do my
me.
thing. It's great if everyone else wants to do that. Don't get us in the news either. I only want UMass to be in the news if we like go up in the rankings. I don't want us to be in the
Exactly.
news. Right.
We have if it's anything over 40 degrees out, day
Oh,
drinks
day
in the
drink.
townhouses.
Boom.
Yeah.
But cops know that that's going on. It's impossible not to see it, but they don't break it up. There was one 2 weeks ago. Beautiful day out, beautiful
Last
Saturday
weekend,
afternoon.
too.
Last weekend too.
Yeah.
Last weekend was freezing though.
Yeah, but people,
Freezing.
Yeah,
that doesn't
cool.
stop
But yeah,
us.
exactly. It was
The
above
booze will
40,
keep you warm.
42.
Yeah. That's the,
So I think that if that can go down, they should let people have fun on Blarney and just kind of keep it contained.
yeah.
Personally, I loved Blarney freshman year. It was a wild time. I wish I could experience it again, but unfortunately, due to prior commitments, I cannot be there on any more Blarneys. But I had fun with my time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bernsey, I hope you stay away from it and you keep yourself great. Anyways, you guys have a fantastic segment. Thank you very much for talking about Blarney with me. We'll see how this weekend goes. Fans watching the show, please stay safe, drink responsibly, don't fight any cops, and you should be good to go. Stick around. We'll be talking about the Oscars that just happened. We got some big stories, big talks. Stick around. This is UMass Yak Back. Welcome back to this segment of UMass Yak Back, in which we'll be talking about the Oscars. Here to talk about it, we have Molly, Allie, and Kate. Now, Oscars are a great time of the year. You get to see some of the top films, and then just compete head-to-head, actors, directors, actresses. It's a great time. A lot of surprises this year. As we all know, I think the head story is Leo getting his first Oscar. That's where I'd like to start this because personally, I don't think he deserved it for this role. Titanic, yes. Wolf of Wall Street, most definitely. But The Revenant, it was good, but it wasn't his best role. And I want to see what you guys thought about that.
I did not see The Revenant, so I don't really have input about this role. I did hear that it was like a very brutal film to create. I don't know if that impacted the decision. I guess I just sort of feel like a proud mom. Like, you finally did it, Leo. I was watching with a group of friends, and everyone like had their phones out, like their Snapchats ready to like record the moment like that Leo wins his Oscar. So it's pretty exciting, and I love that he made a whole little speech about like climate change, because he was like, this movie's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't too political, but
It wasn't too
enough.
political. Yeah, it was perfect.
I thought, I don't know, I thought that some of his previous roles have been a little more significant in our culture and stuff like that. But I do kind of compare it to John Hamm finally winning an award for his role in Mad Men after 6 seasons, I believe. I feel like it was just one of those situations where it was long overdue, and his competitors in the category weren't anything really to write home about. Some of them had received Oscars before. So I kind of feel like that he, although I think Matt Damon in The Martian was incredible.
No, I almost said Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of, this was just his year. I think he
Yeah.
just needed to check this box.
I think so too. I think they just, I mean, he's a method actor.
Yeah.
And whether it was his
Apparently
best
so.
performance, it might be his best dedication. I already got actual frostbite.
They're gonna be like, actually got attacked by a bear. They're like, do it for the role, man.
Okay,
do it for the Oscar.
He wanted that Oscar. I think that's it. He just showed so much commitment to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Maybe
believe
not
it.
his acting, his best movie, but he was like, I'm selling out for this. I want the Oscar.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
give
like
it to him.
Iñárritu wanted to like film the entire movie in natural light, so they were outside in the cold and like the
Yeah,
nature
exactly.
the
They had to
whole
go
time.
to the southernmost tip.
Yeah,
like that?
something, and that's kind of included his whole climate change thing because they needed snow and stuff. It definitely has been a great past 2 years for the director of the movie.
Yeah.
I forget what movie he did
Did he do
last year.
Birdman.
He did Birdman last
He's
year.
like only the
so-
second
Quite a
director
name, too.
ever
It
to like
starts
win
with
to
an I, right?
Yeah.
Iñárritu, I think.
I think.
that. But yeah, he's definitely kind of finding his own niche in kind of the
You
academy.
could bet Birdman, though, with The Revenant, and they're two entirely different films.
Yeah,
yet he
Quite
mastered
range.
both of them.
Yeah, definite
So
range.
What's his gimmick gonna be, next time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's
let's see
next
next
year?
year. Well, other highlights of the Oscars, there were performances
Mad
from
Max,
Lady
Mad
Gaga,
Max,
Silver
Mad
Smith.
Max. I'm really happy about Mad Max getting
Yeah,
the
Mad
most
Max
Oscars.
swept the competition.
Yeah, it really did. And I didn't see it, so I can't say, but kind of unexpectedly for me because I didn't see many headlines for it.
I mean,
Yeah.
visually, it was a masterpiece.
It was.
Which that's
But-
most of the awards it won, right? It was
Yeah.
like visual and sound.
like the
Yeah.
production and sound editing and the editing and design.
You would think Star Wars would have won something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one thing I was disappointed about. Like Star Wars and Mad Max were up for most of the same categories, and Mad Max won them. And it's like I can't be disappointed that Mad Max won. I'm a little bit disappointed
Yeah.
Star Wars didn't.
Yeah, I think Mad Max was just more intense. There was more going on throughout
Yeah.
the movie than there was in Star Wars.
Yeah, kind of a new thing too, versus Star Wars is something we're all comfortable with. and,
Exactly.
but for me, I would say my favorite part of, surprisingly, my favorite part was the tribute in memoriam because Dave Grohl played Blackbird by the Beatles, and I thought he just did a beautiful job at it.
It was amazing.
I hadn't realized how many like actors and like Hollywood people died this past year.
Yeah.
Maureen O'Hara, and Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
They come in threes.
Yeah.
Or
Beginning of
like
this year, they were coming in
dozens.
threes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
It was
Leonard
David
Nimoy.
Bowie.
Yeah, David
was-
Bowie.
You gotta, I mean, he's not an actor, but like we were mentioning before,
Yeah.
he's been in a few movies. My personal favorite of which being The Wedding Singer,
Yeah,
classic Adam
does a
Sandler.
little
Has-
cameo
They
towards the
can't do
end.
like better than Zoolander, I think.
Yeah, yeah. It's, I don't know. That it was very moving.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
moving
I agree.
performance. I thought the whole thing was put together very well.
Yes, I agree.
You're gonna have to do that every year. Unfortunately, it just
Yeah.
continues. But this year was especially good.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know with one of the performers, there was some controversy going on with his speech.
That's right.
Either any of you guys want to dive into that?
Yeah, sure. So Sam Smith won and performed. What's the song called? It was from Spectre. Whatever it's called. Yeah. Yeah, whatever.
Spectre
We know what
song.
I'm talking about.
The Spectre
Um,
song.
And when he accepted the award, he was like definitely clearly very overcome with emotion, and he said like something that he read somewhere that like he would have been like the first gay man
Yeah,
to
openly gay
man to win an Oscar, which is not true.
Yeah.
I do feel like people though on the internet are like kind of attacking him a bit unfairly because he wasn't. I didn't get the sense that he was trying to be like, look at me, I'm such a hero. He was kind of saying it more like, how sad is it that it's 2016 and I could possibly be the first gay man to, which ended up not being true. There's been others.
Yeah.
So I think people are mad that it sounds like he feels like the king, but I don't think that was what he was trying to express. So I feel like he's being a bit unfairly attacked. But
Probably not. I mean, he's a good guy. He
yeah,
remains to himself, gets his music done,
Yeah.
and handles it. I don't see him as bragging that he would be the first openly gay man.
Right,
out there.
yeah.
Yeah, I was honestly a little disappointed with, not with the controversy, but with the award itself, that I felt like The Weeknd kind of deserved a win because Sam Smith had already received an award, I believe, and The Weeknd, his like backstory is ridiculous, where he gave, I believe he like gave his recorded album to a studio, and they ended up just using it for 50 Shades of Grey. He heard it on the radio when he was working in Urban Outfitters or something like that. So his story is pretty. Yeah,
On the
his
other
story
hand,
is
that
pretty
would
crazy.
be giving 50 Shades of Grey an
Oscar.
Oscar.
Yeah, and I
So
understand
you can't do
that.
that.
That's my only reservation with that. But
Just make it an entirely separate entity.
that's
Just
the
give it
work
to
of
the
art.
album.
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of
Maybe
Lady
the Grammys.
Gaga's performance, like that was,
That's some
I thought
heavy
that-
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
thought
keep
that
it
one
light
should've
on this
won.
show.
Yeah.
You know,
That was amazing though.
All-
Like she did that amazingly.
Exactly,
I think that whole
exactly.
thing was very moving.
I mean, she's a powerful woman. She has a lot of say, a lot of followers, both male and female. But again, you know, thoughts and prayers go out with Kesha and Lady Gaga and anyone, you know, involved in that domestic abuse, rape culture.
Well, that
But
I mean that
again-
song was from the documentary about the rape culture on campus. Like that was the whole. That's what that song was from. That was up for, and
Yeah,
Like-
it was very, very moving. I think the whole Oscars this year was very moving, emotional, but you know, just another year. Looking forward to next year. Thank you guys for coming on the show and talking. Stick around for our last and final segment, which we'll be talking about spring break plans. Spring break, woo! Stick around. Welcome back for our last and final segment here at UMass Jack Beck. Now we'll be talking about our spring break plans, as it is that time of the year where we get to do whatever we want, when we want, if we can. Here to talk about spring plans, we have Emily on her first segment on air ever. Woo!
Yay.
Allie and Kate. So let's hear basic spring break plans. What do you have in store? Are you looking forward to it? Emily, what do you think?
I'm looking forward to sleeping a lot because
Of course.
don't get a lot of that here. I'm going to Boston actually for like 5 days. Actually, that's like most of spring break.
Most of it.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
Going to Boston.
yeah.
doing
To
that?
visit. I'm visiting my friend. She goes to Northeastern.
Cool.
I don't know. Just
That'll be a
Don't-
fun time.
yes, I'm
Northeastern's
excited to
a good
see
school
her.
in here.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
where are you
it's very
normally
nice.
from?
I'm from New Hampshire.
Oh.
So it's not
So you
that
are
big of an
going south
adventure.
for
I'm
spring
going
break.
somewhere. Yeah, technically. Probably actually be colder or something. That seems to
Yeah.
happen. But
It
so
is
excited.
what it is.
Yep.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Allie, what about you?
All right,
I know
well,
you have some
yeah.
thrilling plans. You were
Strap
talking
on your
about earlier.
seatbelts, ladies and gents. Thinking about sleeping in.
Yes.
Same. Might see if I can toss in a dentist appointment. I'm behind on that, and I feel like there's some plaque buildup going on. And probably the most thrilling is I might start the job search process because
Godspeed.
I know maybe I'll wear a bathing suit. Yeah,
just wear a bikini on the online.
on
On
UMass
LinkedIn,
Career
yeah.
Connect.
The heat from your laptop. Well, I feel like you're on the
I'll
beach.
probably get burned, to be honest. But yeah, I'll be safe. I'll tell everyone where I'm going, so they know where I am if they don't hear from me for a few
Don't
hours.
get too wild on the
I will
job
be
search.
careful. I will be careful.
Please search
Search
responsibly.
responsibly. Yeah. So, woo, spring break. Yeah.
All right. And Kate, what about you? What do you have in store?
Actually, on Saturday, I'm planning to go down to New Haven to see this like it's sort of this, experimental drum music show. It's sort of like Blue Man Group, except also not. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it sounds like it's going to be fun. And while we're in New Haven, going to try and eat at Sally's Pizza, because apparently Sally's is going under new management. I have no idea if it's going to be, the same pizza anymore. Because, New Haven, there's these two.
We need some backstory here.
Okay, New Haven, there's these two pizza places called Sally's and Pepe's. They're
Like the Sharks and the Jets, sort of.
Kind of, except they're owned by the same family. They were both founded in the 1920s. They're owned by the same family, but they're rivals. And if you're from New Haven, you're a Sally's person or a Pepe's person. My mom's from right near New Haven, so we visit sometimes. And I've never actually eaten at Sally's or Pepe's because it's always really crowded because they're really famous. But Sally's is going to be selling outside the family real soon for the first time in ever, and it's shocking. So we want to have real Sally's pizza before that happens.
You gotta get that Sally's Pizza.
Gotta get it.
Gotta stick with the classic right there.
Yeah.
You never know how corrupted it can be afterwards. So, hey, again, be safe, eat the pizza responsibly.
Yeah.
Maybe a bib, napkin on hand, of course. Personally, though, my spring plans are, just about as thrilling as all of yours. Just kind of keeping it low-key, staying at home. Might watch some movies with mom. I don't know if I want to get that risky, though.
Relax.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I'm old enough for that yet. But other than that, I'm looking forward to just sleeping in, of course. Like Emily mentioned, you don't get much of that here.
Yeah,
so
I'm so busy all the time.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to sleeping in, keeping it low key. I might visit my friend at school. We'll see. Probably not. I do have a family party that Saturday. Uncle Ben's turning 65.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. So that'll be a fun time. I haven't seen my dad's side of the family in a while, so it'll be good to get over there. But other than that, again, I'm just looking forward to sleeping in. Probably strap on the job search as well.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
try and-
I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep on Saturday and wake up the following Saturday and be like, well darn.
I'm gonna
Here
fall
we
asleep
go.
Friday afternoon, take a nap in bed, and then we'll wake up. Spring break's gonna be over. Everyone's
Yeah.
gonna be back. So
Yeah.
it would be sleep nonetheless.
It's always
Yeah.
gone, it's always
Turn
gone
up.
too soon.
Yeah. I mean, not that any of us aren't having, ideal spring
I
breaks.
feel like I'm kind
Yeah,
of
no.
living a dream.
But I think you are too. Besides your current dream, your future plans, what is the ideal spring break for you? Emily, you start.
Definitely going to New Zealand, and I don't know why.
New
I've just
Zealand?
always wanted to go to New Zealand. Yeah.
So pretty.
That would
be
there.
awesome.
I want to
Yeah,
go.
it's crazy expensive to fly there though.
It is.
It's like 2,000 way. But
Yeah.
Oh crap.
sometimes you
If
just
you
gotta
can
spend
afford it, you might have to
Yeah.
just sell out.
I'm not coming back,
could
guys.
sell it.
I'm staying there.
Just
I
go,
couldn't afford a
sell
spring
it.
break until I could
just
get
go
back.
become a
Yeah.
hobbit.
You could sell a kidney from someone who blarneyed too hard.
Exactly.
And the
They'll
money you
need it.
make on the
She's not wrong.
black market.
If there's a liver left after, you said kidney.
Oh, kidney. I meant
Yeah.
liver. Or kidney. Is
Wait,
that wrong?
no, you're
Either
right
one.
with kidney. I was thinking liver.
Well, liver's
we're on-
alcohol.
Either way.
Yeah,
part of the
kidneys
liver.
clean that stuff
People
out
will
too.
need
People will
organs
need
after
organs.
this weekend.
The organ is bound
People
to
need
fail.
organs.
Yeah.
People in the black market need organs to sell.
You need the
Yeah.
money to go
You
to
need
New
the
Zealand.
money.
Yeah, it's a good reason to sell
Yeah,
a kidney.
Exactly.
That's right.
Sell kidneys responsibly.
Yes.
Allie, what about you? What's your dream job? I know you're about to live it.
I
Just a
know.
few
If
more
I was
weeks,
living
but-
an alternate dream, it would be okay. I've been really into the idea of a treehouse hotel. Doesn't really matter where. I mean, should be somewhere cool, not my backyard. But I feel like I've seen on BuzzFeed or those trending whatevers treehouse hotels. Some of them quite luxurious, but you're in a tree, in the rainforest or in
That'd be
Austria or something, and it's just really lavish, but you're in a treehouse and you can just survey your kingdom.
Plug
That'd
for
be
New
pretty sweet.
Hampshire.
Yeah.
Sorry. Plug for New Hampshire. There's
Plug
a
it away.
hotel in northern New Hampshire that's all tree houses, and each one is different themed.
That's
so
So there's
cool.
there's a space themed one, and then like a castle themed one. Yep.
I want to go.
New Hampshire, man.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
There you go.
Yeah.
Where anything can happen. That's what it's on their license plate, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything happens.
And Kate, what about you?
Love to go skiing in Colorado, skiing in the Rockies.
You
This
want a
is,
cold
we-
spring break.
I'm not a hot weather person. I love the snow. We haven't had enough of it here.
We haven't. Don't even get me started with that rant. Don't even get me. This is as a Massachusetts, born and raised, whatever they're called. I guess Minuteman. That would make sense for all of Massachusetts. I have never had a year of school in the winter without a snow day.
I
And
know.
this is absurd. This is when you know
global
we went
warming
wrong.
is a problem.
Somewhere along the line, if I don't get my snow day, someone messed up.
This is my last opportunity to have a snow day,
Exactly.
That's sad.
right? And they're not
Exactly.
even.
I feel like we didn't have winter. We skipped straight from fall to spring.
It is what it is. But I mean, hopefully you can afford that flight to New Zealand. You can find your tree houses in New
I
Hampshire.
guess so.
And you can go in Colorado at some point, maybe next spring break. But for now, we're enjoying our own things and should be a good time. Spring break either way. Woo! And you fans, again, please be safe this upcoming weekend and for your spring breaks, whatever your plans may be, whether it's sitting at home, Sudoku with mom, with the cats, or if you're going to Cancun, Myrtle Beach, elsewhere. Be safe, drink responsibly, and have fun. That's all we have for you tonight. This is UMass Yak Back. I'm your host, Jake Liberty. If you laughed, thank you for laughing. If you didn't, thank you for leaving. It was an awkward 30 minutes of you just staring at me. But again, my name is Jake. If you enjoyed yourself. If you didn't, my name is Tommy, and this has been UMass Sports Weekly. We'll see you in 2 weeks after spring break. Again, be safe, and have a good night. Thank you, UMass. Jake Liberty,